Alright guys, welcome back to Predominance Raids. Raiden here, and I'm really happy to bring you guys this war recap. It is definitely a special one for our clan. This was the win number 100 for Predominance. So as you can see, got matched up against Pinuno, but wasn't a very close war, but was a really big war for us just in terms of the accomplishment for the moment. 100 wins, guys, awesome job. So proud of us as a clan, what we've done, and is a really kind of neat accomplishment. But let's go ahead and get in and start taking a look. So this was a big one. We wanted to do it big for our 100th win, so we actually did a 45 v 45 war, which is the first time that we've done that in months. We really got everybody participating, which was awesome. And as a result, it turned out to be a lot of fun, as most big wars are. But we're not going to really take a look at what they did because they were not that good. But if you look at what we did on their side, so we were trying some different stuff. This war was never close. So some of those 1-stars you see were just like 3-star attempts. It was a war where we were able to try a lot of new strategies and just try and work on some creative stuff because it was never in doubt. But we did 2-star most of the Town Hall 10s, and they had a lot of them. I think they had 9 or 10. Yeah, they had 10. And then got all the Town Hall 9s, most of them. With this big of a war, and again, with guys kind of experimenting, sometimes we weren't looking just to clean. We were looking to, maybe hit a base that we was maybe a bit more challenging or just try a different strategy. But you can see, the score, obviously the gap between us was pretty big. But again, guys, awesome job. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll just keep it rolling. So the first attack that I wanted to look at was Viking Power's attack on number 5. And this was a Town Hall 10 Mass Witch, and really good choice. Anytime you see, 2 single target Infernos, witches tend to be a good idea, but he does open up that kind of second section with an Earthquake to start. And this was a very highly leveled Town Hall 10, mid-level heroes in terms of mid-20s, but almost all defenses were max except for some cannons and archer towers. So what I liked about this is you can see there's a lot of splash damage down here at the bottom, and so he drops in his golems, but he does a really good job staggering his witches. So just a few witches on the left, just a few on the right, and then as soon as that archer tower goes down, he's going to bring in the big group of witches there at the bottom. So by not spamming all the witches in one spot in the beginning, it really was nice. It allowed him not to be able to worry, from the mortars targeting them all in one group. So because he opened up with that Earthquake spell, once he kind of clears out that first layer with the witches, he's going to get a nice spread here. Does drop the jump spell, so now he can funnel troops into that core from both sides, from the Earthquake side and the jump. And gets the Town Hall, and at this point almost already has the 2-star, had a lot of witches still up, had his Archer Queen still up in full health. And just really wrecked the base. Was a really nice plan. Kind of came at it from 2 sides with the Earthquake and the jump, and again, just a good recognition with the single target Infernos. Witches are going to be a really good option, but not only that, the way he deployed them was very smart to be able to keep that big group of witches safe and be able to stagger his witches there in the beginning to be able to detract from some of that splash damage. So again, awesome attack by VP. Really good job, man. Okay, next one we're going to look at is Marius's attack on number 10. Now, this was a Town Hall 9, 3-starring a Town Hall 10. And again, not the best base in the world, but guys, anytime you have Inferno Towers, I don't care what level they are, and you're a Town Hall 9 and you don't have free spells, it's going to be tough. The funny thing is this was actually a base that I had hit with my Town Hall 10, and I think I had like 99% 1-starred it. And Marius, of course, comes in there, just cleans it up, and you'll see it was just a massacre. It was not even remotely close. But because kind of the same thing, 2 single target Infernos here, and a really, really tight kind of section there with all the defenses in the middle, not a lot of room for giant bombs. does a really good job by picking it was a mass hog attack, and then again you do see the exposed heroes. What I love about this was his plan. I tried to basically kill the Barbarian King with some minions, and it didn't work. So Marius kind of adapted it, actually picked something that worked way better. But let's go ahead and take a look here. So just starts in at the bottom, is able to trigger some giant bombs, pull the clan castle, and then decides to bring that up top and basically just get the lava hound neutralized right away with a archer healer trick on the hound, which was nice because that keeps the hound occupied. Now it comes in here at the bottom, trades BK for archer queen, but also drops his queen, so that barbarian king is kind of acting like a tank. Also got a 1-for-2 trade with a loon on the right, got a Tesla and a cannon, and then 2 loons on this expo at the bottom with a minion. Now the cool thing is the way that he kills the barbarian king, he actually drops basically a max dragon. The max dragon takes out this king and is going to end up giving him a lot of clean as well. But Hogj come in at the bottom and does a really good job. He picks basically the closest deployment that's going to get him right in on that Inferno. Even though it is a single target Inferno, you can't heal the Inferno damage, so it was smart to be able to get in on that Inferno as quick as possible. And then just does a really nice job with some surgical deployment, going counterclockwise here, drops heals where he needs them. I think he brings 4 of them for the raid, so can heal his hogs basically the entire time. And he's still got 1 heal left for the bottom group. But, had cleanup troops. You let that dragon live the entire time and basically cleans the entire top half of the base. He's got wizards going. He had a balloon in the bag. So just an awesome attack by Marius. It's never easy for a Town Hall 9 to hit a Town Hall 10, especially when a Town Hall 10 hit it and couldn't do it. So just awesome job, man. Okay, we're going to drop down 2, and we're going to look at RC hitting 12. And this was kind of a cool attack. It was like a stoned GoHo. And again, same thing. Most of their Town Hall 9s hit lava hounds in the clan castle. And so for any clan attack, if the clan castle is accessible, a lot of times it makes sense to be able to pull that clan castle, drop 2 archers, drop the healer, and keep it occupied. But comes in here with the stoned GoHo. So drops 1 over at 430, 1 at about 230. Funnel Wizards comes in with some wall breakers there to open up that first section. And then does a good job kind of waiting for the funnel to develop and open that section so he can direct that last golem where he wants it, so they're not both on the same defense. And he did open up 2 sections with wall breakers, and then you'll notice here his jump spell is going to connect both compartments so that the golems in different sections can still take the jump on each side. It was nice and patient with his archer queen, so she didn't stray. Made sure the golems were far enough ahead where she wasn't going to take any damage. Delays the barbarian king. He's going to come in there and basically just, they're going to take out the opposing archer queen, but they're also going to tank for both expos and Teslas. And then just comes in basically a 2-finger drop from Hogj from the top. And what was nice here is, he didn't need the rage spell. Sometimes I see people, they're doing a stoned GoHo, and they bring a rage spell, but they don't need it. A lot of times if you're bringing a stoned GoHo and you have, higher than level 20 heroes, those golems are going to just do so much tanking for you. You really don't need a rage spell, especially coupled with the fact that he was already dealing with the clan castle. So it was a good idea to bring the 3 heal spells instead. And, he got a lot of value from all 3 of those heals. So even though his kill squad is dead, all his hogs are going to live up through the end of the raid, and they're going to be used to clean up, as well as some cleanup troops at the bottom. So again, if you're able to pull that clan castle and deal with it, and you do have beefy heroes, a lot of times 3 heals makes more sense than only 2 heals if you're going to use a stoned GoHo. But it was just cleanup at this point, and again, just a good execution there by RC. Okay, we're going to look at what I thought was a really cool attack from this war. Where is it? Oh, Clashologist on number 17. And this was a archer Kunakan, so same thing. This was a cleanup attack, and he knew that there was a lava hound in the clan castle. What I like here is, you look how quick the attack was, 2 minutes and 12 seconds, but Drops the Archer Queen up top. And he's just going to immediately drop in his golems over here at 9 o'clock. Basically, what he wants to do is let the Archer Queen, kind of just deal with this entire section on her own. But because there's a Lava Hound, it makes sense he doesn't want his Archer Queen to meet up with the rest of the group. So his main kill squad is going to come from 9. And, drops the golems, some wizards, and drops quite a few wizards, and that's because of the fact that it is a Lava Hound. And he does need a rage spell for it, not only to get through the Lava Hound quickly, but also to have some rage on those wizards as they deal with the lava pups. He did bring brought a few witches as well to be able to have some skeletons, hoping that the pups would target the skeletons and not his wizards or not his witches. And then just came in here, with a surgical deployment for his hogs. His Archer Queen is fine. She's already clearing out quite a big section on that side. And he just split his hogs into 2 sections. Basically came in from the top and then came in from the bottom with 2 heal spells, where they needed them. So we'll speed it up because most of the base is already wrecked here. Still has hogs for those few defenses, still has a golem up. And then even though his hogs here just kind of fizzled out there with a few defenses left, he has enough left with the Archer Queen at full health and a golem, and his Barbarian King still alive and a witch. So gets through the rest of the base very nicely. Anytime you finish a raid with an Archer Queen at full health, it was probably a sign of a successful attack. Okay, and we're going to look at one more. We're going to look at Perfect Storm on number 22. So, with this type of base, and I'm going to actually make a video about this that'll be out hopefully tomorrow, just kind of identifying for Town Hall 9 when to bring a golem and when not. But does a really good job here. You look at the number of hogs he has, so 38 hogs is a ton, and I think he actually has Clan Castle hogs as well. But the reason that he decides not to opt for a GoHo is, first of all, the Archer Queen is super exposed. So she's, basically 1 tile from a wall, so we know that she's going to jump this wall. So you don't need a golem to be able to, defend your kill squad because, you could even drop a Barbarian King and he'll get her by himself. And if you look at the base, there's no risk of potential double giant bombs anywhere in the base. So if you can deal with the Clan Castle, deal with the Archer Queen, and there's no risk of hitting double giant bombs, then a lot of times you don't need a golem. So especially as a newer kind of a Town Hall 8.5 where you don't have the biggest heroes, you want the extra damage and DPS from the hogs. So just really good base recognition. And again, watch out for that video that's coming out. That'll break it down a little bit more, and we'll show some examples of when to bring a golem, when not to, how many to bring, and really the purpose of the golem. But on this one, just decides goes with a lot of hogs and 4 heals. So he does, just wait for the queen to drop come over the wall and drops the king. So he trades Barbarian King for the Archer Queen, and also is able to drop, 2 hogs there. And what it gets is 1 defense that was distracted in the Clan Castle. And he wants to deal with the Clan Castle with just basically his Archer Queen here. So Clan Castle is going to come out to where the Barbarian King was. He's going to drop a few just kind of distraction troops, and just immediately drops the Archer Queen behind. So they're distracted with the Barbarians, the Wizards are doing damage, and then the Archer Queen is going to take out the rest of the Clan Castle. So if you think about, what he got there for basically just his heroes, he got the opposing Archer Queen and the Clan Castle troops, which is huge. Then just comes in with kind of a Asian wall, hogs on the top. Keeps them covered in heals the entire time. So as they converge in the middle, they've got overlapping heals. Now, one small thing that we've talked about it before, guys, but is able to drop in some flanking hogs here on this random Archer Tower at 9 o'clock. What that's going to do is that's going to keep his hogs nice and tight in the center, and it's going to give him more value from his heal spells. And then just the last 2 heals by the last groups of defenses at the bottom. And really his hogs, he probably only lost 2 or 3 hogs the entire time in terms of damage, just because they were in heals. When you have so many hogs and you can dedicate 4 heals to them, you're going to be in good shape. Drops the poison there at the end just to slow the attack speed on the Barbarian King so they can deal with him quicker. And then it's just cleanup time. And his Archer Queen's still alive. He's got plenty of troops left. So again, not the best base, but just a really good job of breaking it down, picking the right attack for it. Okay, guys. So again, congrats to everybody on our 100th win. Look out for some new stuff that I've got coming here in the next few days. Awesome job to everybody at Predominance. Guys, I'm super proud to be here and was excited that we were able to just crush on our 100th win. And here's to 100 more. So, Raiden, guys, signing out, and we'll see you next time.